The reason why I decided to pick the 105 kilo category for the grind was because the heavier weight classes are becoming somewhat of a dinosaur, in that in recent times more and more focus has been put towards, you know, the 83s, the 74s. People in general try and keep their weight down on purposely just because they want to be stronger in a competition, which to me is a little bit artificial. I think that strength should come naturally and should be cultivated naturally. So when it's your time to go up in weight class, it's your time to go up. And I would always rather be stronger at a heavier body weight than be pound for pound stronger than a lighter body weight. For me, true strength, it ultimately comes down to the amount of weight you can move at the end of the day. And because the culture of heavier weight classes is unfortunately starting to die out, or starting to become less prominent as it used to be, say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I think it's important to be able to celebrate the fact that heavier weight classes can and should be encouraged, obviously within healthy body weight and body fat percentage limits and things like that. But it's, plus what's more, it's awesome. It's going to be awesome to see the amount of weight that heavier weight classes can shift, the amount they can squat, the amount they can bench, they can deadlift, and how this also affects their training, their recovery, because, you know, the dynamics play differently when somebody is bigger, somebody is stronger. Recovery has to be accounted for in different ways. Training has to be accounted for in different ways. And these things are just interesting to me. And I think that we'll be able to put together a great show to start the grind off, hopefully the first of many, many seasons to come, for not only males, but only females, and all different weight categories. I think 105 is the sweet spot, and we're gonna be able to see some serious weight getting shifted.
Being a PT and a gym owner has taught me how important goal setting is, and also having a structured plan around your training.
It's a therapy for everything you go through.
I want to see what the human body can lift, really, with these three main lifts.
So hell, I lose some weight too, and through that process just got into powerlifting.
I think the coach is very important. Something that I should have staked out way earlier.
His build is actually not ideal for sumo.
I'm just still dealing with the pain in my hips, so that's a bit frustrating, but we'll see if it subsides in the next week or so. Still got to do my physio homework and take care of a little bit of mobility, I guess, and hope for the best. The plan is we're just trying to nurture the pain a little bit for the next week or so. So with the assistances, the coaches suggest that I cut the volume in half. So basically see if the pain subside and go from there.
Back. Sit. Just push your butt it's like very close to coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we went through that last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay. Just be aware. I think it's just something you're used to doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the weight is easy. It's not hard. So try to keep your butt a little bit more planted.
Right.
Just a little bit more like evidence that it's planted on the bench. Okay? So we're going to the next step. Down, butt down. Back, all the way. I feel like you're driving back and not up.
I feel that I can elevate my chest more,
Okay.
which means a little bit more upper back involvement, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Just
But it's hard to maintain the position. That's my struggle.
well, that just comes with practice. That just comes with practice.
As soon as I breathe out, I lose
Yeah,
tightness.
yeah. The more you do it, the better. So, well, for example, next week, we're not going to increase the weight next week. Because the technique starts to break down slightly. We're going to do the same way and perfect the technique. Alright? Stay tight. Keep it on the bench. Slow it down. Keep it on. Hold your breath for that whole 8 reps. Because you try to get it over and done with, because you can't hold your breath for that long. But then your technique suffers.
Maybe I'm trying to hold
2
my breath
to 3
for
reps
2
at a time. 2 to 3 reps.
That's it. I'm trying to hold less. That's
Yeah,
it.
so you know you can slow it down a little bit and you can really focus on keeping your butt on the bench and your head on the bench, keeping your feet flat on the floor.
Okay.
Otherwise, what's the point? Alright? If the technique's going to be like carry over every week the same, then it's not going to be good.
Cool. It's really helpful getting the feedback.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. In any case. An outside observer can give cues and points to you.
So I'll try to reset the breath next week and see how it feels. Okay.
But I think we should just maybe drop it back to 100, and then like your second bench session in the week, if it feels better, go up. If the technique feels better, go up. So that
First day of bench this week, I only did 93. Pretty much ends.
93 kilos.
It's actually the mindful base.
Okay. So why such a big jump today?
Oh, that's why I did 100 for 3x8 on this very day.
okay.
Just incremental from last week for this day.
Okay, maybe it's just too much like volume for you this week to handle. Maybe we'll drop the weight back to like 100 and just see if we can nail the technique a little bit better. And let's like hold your breath 2 or 3 reps at a time. See if it makes a difference.
I've never tried, so I'll try and...
So yeah, like Amy was correct in saying
out.
hold your breath for as long as you can, but if your technique breaks down, then it just becomes detrimental and you start to regress. Yeah. So we'll try next week. Good work today, man.
Thank you.
Makes such a difference, man.
Really high up, upright. Good. Steady, steady. Keep those elbows, check. Keep those elbows in check. Back, good. Back, good. So far so good. Keep going. Push back into the bar. Excellent. Good speed. Again. Back. Good. You got one more. Up. Nice work.
That belt makes such a difference.
It does,
man.
eh?
So much to do.
Yeah.
And the sleeves, man.
Yeah, that's your first belt and first sleeve, right?
Yeah. You get like right in that.
Yeah.
So quick.
Big difference. Good. But that was easy, man. No problem. Yeah. So let's back down to see how the rest goes.
Man, that equipment's amazing. Who knows we never thought that they make that much difference, to be honest. Dude, that lash just makes a cool noise.
Good. Nice and tight. Keep that same technique, the same tightness, and the same body positioning every single rep. Replicate it. That's it. Good. Nice. Squat up. Good. Too easy, brother. Plenty left in the tank. Might actually have to go up a little bit more next week, since you got the added belt and sleeves, which you've never done.
To get my chest up until I actually seen you set up for it. And I was like, it was an alien thing, like how do I get... Yeah, just need to see it. Somebody else do it, someone's perception of something,
You gotta just unhook the thumb, yeah. What you're trying to do is have a stable base of support where you're not like rocking around. Otherwise you'll just leak power. So you want to have a nice base of support, pushing into the ground just gently, almost pushing yourself this way, like trying to slide off the bench, right? But because you got the weight in your hand, that weight pins you on this end, and so when you push, you just bunch yourself up. That's what happens, right? And that's creating tightness in a nutshell. Then after that, you can get more and more technical with like higher arches and creating even more tightness and getting the feedback more or out more or whatever. But for now, you just want to make sure you're getting in a position where the chest is up. So when the bar comes, the chest doesn't sink. That's the last thing you want. You want to keep, when the bar's on your chest stays here, which is happening for you at the moment. That's good. And you want to have a base of support stable enough where you're not rocking around. Which again, you're doing at the moment.
Well, I definitely feel like a lot more power coming through the bottom than what I did last week.
Before, okay.
But there's definitely more work to do in getting stable around my midsection.
That just comes over time and get better and better.
G'day everyone, this is John from City Strength. I'm here today to talk about the much fabled SPD belt. This belt has been a long time coming. It's taken 3 years of development to get to where it was, and it was just released last year. And at the moment, sales are pretty strong for the belt simply because it's a high quality and high-end belt. As you can see, it's a shiny leather finish. Leather takes about 5 to 6 months to make. The holes are laser cut, light red lining suede, comes in 13mm belt, from extra small right up to 5XL. Now, the main feature of this belt is the actual lever design. Negates the need for a lever or buckle. SPD have designed their own buckle, and basically it allows you to change sizes at will, where some people, for example, might need to wear the belt tighter for their squat or looser for their squat, and then change sizes for their deadlift. They can do so just by uncoupling, selecting the appropriate hole, and then just doing it up from there. Available from citystrength.com.au whenever you're ready. Thank you.
That's it. Settle. That's it. Elbows up. That's it. Torso upright. Push back. That's it. Elbows up. Push back. Side, side, side. Control. Control. Did you breathe that time?
I breathe better.
Was it better?
Yeah, because it wasn't as tight, like,
Yeah.
but it's my bracing. I can't brace properly.
Yeah. What I think is your thoracic area is still very tight. Keep rolling with the penalty, so just because you're leaning forward a lot. Like as soon as you bounce out of the hole, the first thing that happens is you shoot forward. Yeah. I need you to like control it more out of the hole, keep your elbows a little bit more, and keep your spine more neutral. So instead of doing this at the bottom, that's what happens. Be a bit more controlled and push up. Keep that spine nice and neutral. Straight. So we're just gonna, and I think most of it is just like, it's just technique. It's just you not getting the pattern correct. Because I know you can do it, because a couple reps I'll tell you, twist it upright and then you switch on and be like, oh, okay. And then you do it, and then the next rep you rush it and then you jump out of the hole. I think what you're trying to get through the set as quick as you can. Just because it's hard, because your work capacity is not great right now, but it's got to improve. Keep the technique 100%. Again. Push back. Good. Go again. What's up? Push back. That's it. Does it feel like the dots? Yeah, so that's 3 bar. That's 3. We'll leave it. So next week we'll do with the same weight for the top set.
Do I go a bit looser?
Maybe go a little bit looser if it helps. Like, turn it now.
No, because I couldn't breathe at all.
Oh, at all. Yeah, go looser. Definitely go looser. Now tighten it.
It wasn't strength.
Turn around. Brace. So my fingers get stuck, I mean it's tight enough. So brace again. So I can't get my fingers out, that's a good brace. So loosen up. If this happens, then the belt's too loose. If this happens, then the belt's too loose. That looks so weird. More control, yeah? I want you to actually think about it. Yeah, so come on. Take your time. Go again. Good. Nice. Good. Focus. Come on. Good. Elbows up. Push back. Good. Push back. Good. Nice. Push back. Good. Much better. Just to show, sometimes you gotta actively think about it.
My conditioning is so bad.
Yeah, that would improve. But yeah, a lot of the time, people are quick to jump the gun as to like why this is happening, or for example, why he's losing control out of the hole. It was just as simple as him actually focusing on keeping his elbows up, and sometimes when someone's telling you cues or a coach is giving you cues, it's a lot easier. So sometimes just thinking about it a little better. Push back, yeah?
I feel like
easier because your technique's getting better with it. You're pushing back.
You know what it is? When I rolled that part, what's it called?
Thoracic area?
Thoracic area. When I rolled that.
Yeah, it helps. It helps to get the scaps back.
I can get it tight.
Yeah.
Because before when I was benching, I used to bench like this.
Yep.
It's just harder to get it down.
Yeah, it's just it puts the chest in like a bad position.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't recruit the
they felt like it just went bang.
you can't recruit the pec as efficiently as when you get your scaps back. Because it brings your chest like closer to the bar, like it automatically decreases the range of motion. Whereas if it's nice and tight, it pushes the bar away from you, right? And you want to keep it here and decrease that range of motion. So good, and you can utilize the pec efficiently as well from that position. Just like with most movements anyway, even like rowing movements, just to get like target the back better, it needs to be in that position as well. Get the scaps moving.
Okay,
so yeah, just do it. For mobility, do it like every day if you can.
That's the little peanut.
Yeah, the big peanut.
Big, small, same shit. You know. Potato, potatoes, it's all the same shit.
Back, good. Back, good. Leg drive, get your butt on the bench. That's it. Oh, that's it. Your butt started to come off a little bit. I'm just getting tired.
No, I don't know. I thought you probably want me to do that.
Well, the back up off the bench? Yeah. No, I don't want you to do that. That's what I don't want you to do. So, don't do that.
If there is, like if your back's feeling like super fatigued, like you can't maintain position, posture and stuff like that, you just gotta let me know. Gotta let me know and we'll change the volume and the weight and stuff like that. But usually you'll be fine. Trust me.
That was the same way as last week, yeah? So we're working off RPEs for this. The beauty of RPEs is because he's had a rough day at work today, it's basing it off an 8 RPE. So it's the same way as last week, but now it'll allow him to recover for the next session. So we'll leave it at that, because that you probably had another 2 left in the tank, no more than that. So if you would push it today, for example, and then not leave enough for the rest of the week, or even carry over to next week with fatigue. So by doing this and not pushing it past that RPE, he can reserve some energy for the future sessions. So good work there.
With this bar, is it inside ring or outside or in between?
So go off the we can swap it out. Shoulders back on top of the bar. Good. Make sure you feel both your heel and the ball of your feet on the ground at the same time. Not too much on your toes, not too much on your heel, and the shoulder on top of the bar. Good. Those are good. Those last few reps especially. What you can do is do pause deadlifts to drill positioning. So say somebody is doing deadlift and as soon as they pull off the ground, they, for example, round the upper back, right? You can do pause deadlifts very successfully, like use it very successfully to get them to, as soon as they just lift off the ground, hold it there and hold this position, not let this happen. And do that for reps, you know, do that for high volume. And not only does that build muscle in the muscles required for the upper back, but what it does is it starts to program the body, because the body moves based on like habit, based on how you've been moving. You may, sometimes you don't even have like a muscular imbalance or like a, you know, a muscular, like lack of muscular hypertrophy or muscle mass in a certain area. Sometimes it's just the way you've been programming, you've been teaching yourself to move. So you get a lot of people who, for example, squat like a good morning squat. Some people have to do it like that for various reasons, like maybe the way they're built. They will lean forward a lot. But some people are built ideally to squat without having to do good morning, without having to do any proper technique on a squat. But because they haven't been taught the correct way early on, their body's been programmed, you know? So what you do, it just sort of carries on. Relearning the roadmaps. Yeah. Shoulders, good. Heel and toes, heel and toes. Good. Yeah, good. This might be yeah, that's good. Heel and toes together. Good. Shoulder on top of the bar, just up. Think about the positioning every time. Good. Tight, fast. Good. Hold and then finish fast. Fast. Good. Hold a little bit longer. Yes. Just a little bit long on some of the holds, but it's definitely getting better. Like the technique, just 1 week ago, you know, to now, already a big difference. Your body's picking it up.
Your back feels alright? Yeah, see, I told you, like at the start, your back was, you said, was fatigued, your muscles sore from yesterday's squats and stuff like that. That's how it always is. Like you just warm up and then the body just starts to get used to it, and you know if you're pushing too hard, you know what I mean, then you can stop. But it's good that, you know, you can do sumo because you can do the squats hard and also the deadlift fairly hard, you know what I mean? It'll give your back a break. It's easier on the back. So that's the top set, back down again accordingly, so increase accordingly to last week again, and just make sure you keep a record of everything. But that was good. Same again.
The Grind is brought to you by Adonis Athletics, Australia's leading chain of strength and conditioning facilities. SPD and City Strength for the world's leading powerlifting accessories. Raw fitness equipment for top quality gym equipment and accessories. And your health, sport and spine for knowledgeable and quality care of our contestants' mobility and rehab needs.
Back and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
There's nothing wrong with that, because you get your general strength up.
Yeah, but anything over like 100, man, just my shoulder impingement.
Oh, you got shoulder impingement too?
Not since I've changed my style, so.
Because I got it in both shoulders.
Yeah, it's been pretty good lately.
When I low bar, it really sets it off.
It's more any like overhead pressing and stuff that's sort of aggravated
I
it.
don't even overhead pressing.
No, you can't. Just once a week.
Let's just stop. Today.
I'll say no me. Feeling a lot better than last week. So I think the safety bar squats zapped me a lot more last week.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't as heavy.
So like the weight capacity increase, you can
There's
handle
more energy today and stuff. So we'll see if we can maybe work it up to 130 for. I think last week I did 110, but as I said, I felt pretty
110 for 8.
to 8. So we'll go up a bit.
Have you ever handled 130 for like more than 6 reps before?
Yeah.
How recently?
Probably about 3 months ago.
3 months ago? What have you handled most recently?
That was probably ever since then I've sort of tapered down. So the most I've done sort of 5s.
Alright, we'll see how it goes, because you are a big bencher. 160 is a big bench, so you should be able to handle 130. But because you're probably not used to the workload yet.
Do you want me maintaining that weight for 4 sets or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's the thing. You must maintain the RP, which is 8.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna say 8 for each set. Sweet. Well, let's go. We'll go 124. Right?
Okay. Maybe that's a better jump.
Derek.
Finish all the legs back, chest up. Man.
Wear it down.
That's exactly what you want. That's exactly the RP.
That probably felt better than my first set, I think.
Yeah.
Still getting used to the flat feet.
Yeah. Do you have you always used a belt for benching?
Yeah, me asked me that last week. It's not a necessity. It's just
Is there a reason you wear it?
Nah, just habit, man.
It's something you've always done.
Yeah, I think I did used to arch a lot more. So it was just more of a confidence thing. But I don't think it plays a massive role. It's more of just a.
Yeah, because every now and then I do put my belt like in a bench stop, and it doesn't see how it feels. Sometimes I can feel like I get a little bit tighter with it.
Yeah. See, I don't
use it as like a leverage point.
Yeah, my belt, I always do my belt pretty loosely.
Yeah.
So it's pretty comfortable on the bench and stuff like that. So
Something useful to keep at it. If it works, it works.
Sweet. $240 for 4 $235.
You got all 5? That was pretty clean, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, 240 is the appropriate jump. Really well. Was your last test max was 260, right? There we go. Take your time, another day in the office. Get the work done. Back close, good, talking. Back. Good. One more. Finish it off. Close. Slow at the back. Nice. That's good. I feel.
Grip there a bit in the end, but losing my grip a bit, but
Chalked up here.
yeah.
That's good, man. That's really good. The next thing obviously will go up. Since we've got the 5 reps. We'll probably go up another 5 to 7.5 kilos, depending on how that looked. And that looked okay, so should be alright. So Ricky just finished his top set of 240 and he got off a fight, which is good. And he's going down to his back down set. He was initially going to do 200 because he did 195 last week. But I think for fatigue management, and he's struggling a little bit with the increased workload, 5 kilos up for the volume work might be a little bit of a jump. So we're going to do 2.5 kilos instead and leave that 200 for next week. Back. Good. That's what we want. Yeah.
There are many obstacles in a lifter's journey. Injuries are just some of them. The best lifters in the world are the ones that can stay injury-free the longest. But there is no champion in any sport, and more specifically strength sports, who hasn't had to overcome constant pain or injury. If there is, they are the exception rather than the norm. The Navy SEALs have a 40% rule. They say that during any task, when your mind is telling you to stop, that's about 40% of your true capacity. The difference between good lifters and champions is that the champions know how to talk to the voice. They know why they are there. In the next episode, Heath is already a very capable and strong lifter. So what has Heath done that could result in him being excluded from the show?
Then you gotta tell us, and you gotta jump out of the show basically. And we're gonna bring in somebody else.
And if he does, how will it change the dynamics of the competition? Find out on the next episode of The Grind.